the 25-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
81.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Ryan. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
81.
Wentz to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket. Completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From midfield, here's Wentz. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go.
Wentz now on first down. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. Fights loose. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Golden Tate taking it in. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And a cut. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
But when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent. They were just ready to turn him loose on a full-time basis, and he took full advantage of it.
And now one of the most electrifying runners in the game today. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go. Lady. Straight 15.
Wentz going to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Wentz will try again on second down. And this is Hurts with it, right side. Oh, and now some space to operate. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 2nd and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield. They get it to him running left. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So out come the Falcons now. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Coleman now, and an alley to run. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Over the middle, it's caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Smoot. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a 43-yard attempt. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. We have hit halftime. Still, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay hot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Ram.
Wentz now on first down. Caught right side, Tate. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They go play action here on first down, and this is going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's a Giant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Right back to him on first down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Fighting ahead at the 15. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 41 yards on the ground. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. There's Coleman on the toss. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Flush to his right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ryan on first down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Ertz over the middle. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The tackle there by Justin Bethel.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at that nice little drive doing right here.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, 38 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Let's go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Now
they'll throw it with Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. On 1st down, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Here's Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Ryan to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now it's Ryan. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. They go play action with Ryan. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on first is Wentz. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On second down, here's Wentz. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. On first and 10, here's Wentz. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time.
It'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Ryan wants to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing now is Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Hicks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14 to